What's up, everybody? It's Pikel with League of Items, and in this video, we're going to talk about G2 before the playoffs start. So, G2 had an interesting split. They looked like they could be very good at one point, and the odds kind of went insane when they were like either the first or second team, and you couldn't get good odds on them to win the spring championship because they kind of showed what you wanted to speculate on too early, which for them is a good thing, because you didn't have to like think to yourself, oh my god, did we make a mistake getting Flocket and Targamas? But at the same time, as the season went on, a lot of warts showed up, and they're probably not feeling good about their chances to win this split. So let's just go lane by lane. Broken Blade is a very good top laner. I think that Broken Blade has a gigantic champion pool. I think he may have played the most unique champions this split for top laners. Very flexible, can play to carry the game, but then can also play to go even in lane. He's been good for the past, I guess, 4 years. And great personality, probably a great player to play with and, be stuck with multiple hours a day, because he seems to have a really good time, which is a good thing when it's balanced with, talent. Jankos is probably, in terms of the playoff teams, he's probably in the second tier of players. He is probably going to need to play the bad side of a lot of matchups in playoffs because of his champion pool and because of the teams that they're going to be playing against. It would probably make more sense to take away some of the variance from Jankos and put it onto somebody else, where like his job will be to facilitate somebody else carrying the game. I really don't think you can depend on Jankos to be your primary carry. And I don't think that he'll be asked to do that, which is a good thing. Caps, I still think that Caps is an elite mid laner. I don't think that this season he looked particularly good. And I think that he still has another gear that he can kind of tap into during playoffs. So, the funny thing is that 4 of the mid laners left, I would consider like elite for the LEC. I don't think that they're not elite compared to like other regions. But for the LEC, I think that 4 of them are about the same talent level in terms of their ceiling. So if it comes down to, can Caps beat Larson? Can Caps beat Perks? Can Caps beat Vettio? Can Caps beat Humanoid? Can Caps beat Nuke Duck? The answer is yes. It's just how often can he do it? Against Nuke Duck, I think he would probably win almost every single time unless he gets drafted into a bad spot because he's just a better player than Nuke Duck. Honestly, kind of the same thing with Humanoid. I don't like Humanoid. I think he's a pretty limited player, but he is very good at what he does well. So I respect that. It's just I don't think he has the same upside that a lot of the other mid laners have. So with G2, in the playoffs is probably going to come down to how far can Broken Blade and Caps carry them. And this might be the perfect situation for G2 going into the playoffs, actually, because Flocket and Targamas struggled a decent amount with the Jinx Aphelios meta, and I think that they're probably going to be better in a utility meta. So I don't really know if that shift is going to happen during the playoffs, and if it doesn't happen during the playoffs, then we'll probably have an edge going to next season, assuming that meta kind of takes hold. So I'd watch out for that. Flocket and Targamas so far, really not that impressed with them. Targamas does have some interesting champions that they play. I like that they were willing to try and do some different things in the bot lane at different points. Like they played, I think, Karthus once or twice. They played Pyke a few times, I think, which I do like seeing that kind of stuff. I like teams that are willing to be different. Part of that is because the players can play other champions as well, and because the team trusts them to play those champions. But again, I think that going into the next split, Flocket and Targamas will either be overrated because the meta shift takes hold now and they look good and G2 goes far in playoffs, or they're going to be underrated assuming that we make that full shift and people aren't thinking about how that shift in meta will benefit players like Flocket and Targamas, who have a pretty strong top half of the map where, Caps can take on more responsibility for carrying the game. Broken Blade can take on more responsibility for carrying the game. And it'll probably look somewhat similar to the way that they've been functioning now. It's just that when like a Jace gets ahead in the utility AD carry meta, he's even stronger, which, might seem kind of impossible, but it's true. But that's all I have for you in this video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Check out thrivefantasy.com. Use the promo code Twitter. Use the promo code Twitter. Don't use the promo code Twitter. Use the promo code Pikel. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.